this thing working. Let me know how the microphone sounds, and if it needs to be, like, higher or lower, or, like, away from me or something. I brought my, my other microphone set to, BattleBots last weekend, and I accidentally left the microphone stuff there, so I'm borrowing a cheaper set. So I don't know if it sounds good or not. Okay, cool. It sounds like that works. Okay, awesome. What's up, goobers? This is my first stream, since coming back from Las Vegas and fighting robots at BattleBots. There is more fighting going on this weekend. It's just that I couldn't stay in Vegas that long. But, there are both grudge, matches and, the finals happening next week. So, yeah, the fact that I am at home in Austin and the team is still up there in Vegas, still fighting, does not reflect on the results of the tournament, which are secret. So yeah, y'all are just gonna have to wait till, June or whenever the episodes actually come out. But yeah, we had some really, really good fights, though. I think that is, why is my mouth weird? Well, anyway, yeah, we had some really good fights, though, over the weekend, and I think that's the most that I can say, about how we did. But yeah. So, let's see. What can I talk about that was in Vegas that has nothing to do with the, fight results? Oh, yeah, I added a pointless AI integration into our robot. Let me go find the thread in the Norwalk Discord, or no, sorry, the National Havoc Discord. Okay, let's switch over to screen share view. Okay. So, yeah, Bloodsport has a new feature called Blood Claude, and it's a pun because of Jean-Claude Van Damme, the lead actor from the movie Bloodsport, and also Claude as in, like, ChatGPT's brother, and also, like, blood clots. But we're just sending the telemetry over from Bloodsport over to an LLM to get back, I guess, human language, thoughts, and emotions on what Bloodsport is feeling. And so, yeah, we can ask questions just inside the telemetry interface, and we can also set it in live mode where if the match is active, which I can set with, like, just pressing the enter button, then Bloodsport will comment every 3 seconds on its different numbers and how it thinks it's doing. So yeah, that's Blood Claude. It has nothing to do with self-driving or, like, decision making or anything like that. It's just a pure fluff feature that I coded in the last, like, the Friday before the fight started, because I was kind of bored. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's Blood Claude. Also, yeah, I think this is actually the first time that, I only spent, like, a portion of the BattleBots, filming in Vegas, because I think that the first time I was there for, like, all but the first day, and then the other times I was there the whole time. And this time, yeah, Vegas is just pretty, expensive, and, it continues to get more overpriced. And, I also wanted a rest between, my previous contract in BattleBots, like, all finishing up, all the way to, this new contract I'm starting, which is very secretive. I can't really talk much about it. Starting up about next week or so. But yeah, okay. So, yeah, that was Blood Claude. I guess the one thing, yeah, so I did go on one adventure, at least, though. Normally I like to go on adventures when I'm in Vegas, but, like, I don't know, I'm getting old and, like, tired easily and stuff. So I can't, I'm just not the spring chicken that I was, when I first did BattleBots like 4 or 5-ish years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. But yeah, did the annual, or I guess the seasonally pilgrimage to the Taco Bell Cantina. May have spent $25 on just normal Taco Bell food, and another $35 on a horribly sugary pina colada. Also running up the down escalators on this trip because I could. But anyway, okay, so yeah, let's I guess get to the Cradle of Pilth. Just a warning, I don't actually listen to Cradle of Filth. I do listen to like metalcore and stuff, but not like classic metal, and I just thought the title was like perfect for it. But if you're gonna ask me about my favorite Cradle of Filth songs, I cannot even name a single one. Gambling. Normally, I do gamble a little bit in Vegas, like just up to like $100. Usually lower than that. This time, I actually didn't put a single dollar in the slot machines. I just didn't find any machines that really spoke to me, because whenever I gamble in Vegas, it has to be like a slot machine that I really like one that has like cats or like some silly game or like anime license or something. But yeah, and we didn't really walk through that many casinos this time. But my record in Vegas when gambling, since this trip doesn't count because I've been to Vegas 5 times now, the past 4 times were for BattleBots, and the very first time I had a DJ gig there with my buddy, and I think that for all but one trip, I actually made it out with more money than I've spent gambling, but they always get me on drinks and like gimmicky foods. Oh yeah, if you're ever in Vegas, go to the Guy Fieri restaurant, specifically the one that's in the link. That is my favorite restaurant in Vegas. Yeah. I would love to gamble at table games, though. I don't know, I just think it's kind of sad to like sit at the slot machine and just like keep poking the buttons until you're out of money, and that's just like what most of Vegas is. It's kind of really sad to watch, because like I think that my mental image of Vegas before I actually went there for the first time was like people in tuxedos and cocktail dresses and stuff, and being really fancy and having like super duper fancy cocktails and stuff, and like, oh, how exquisite, are you gambling on 13 black or something like that. I don't know why I did a British accent there. Maybe that's just because I associate fancy things with British people. But yeah, so that was like my mental image of Vegas, like the James Bond kind of like casino, high stakes, really like high class stuff, and it's really just like a retirement home, except you can waste money in there too. But the table games, though, at least those are social, and I've been wanting to do a good like table game with some buddies. I tried to do a table game for funsies with a friend. I was like, yeah, you don't have any money, but I'll just give you $20, and whoever wins can just buy drinks on me. And I didn't realize that the house plays too. The dealer gets to play, so I lost that whole $40, and I was like, "Oh shit! None of us got the $40. The casino got it." So yeah, that was an annoying lesson to learn, but at least I only learned it with $40, not like 4,000 or something. Yeah. Okay, so let's get to the Cradle of Pilth. How much battery does this iPad? Oh, 31%, that's not bad. Okay, let me go get the sketching app that I like to use up. And, I know, I should probably keep this iPad plugged in, because it does tend to drain when I'm drawing stuff. Concepts, air server. Okay. Oh, cool. We got the sketches from the OmniFixo stuff on there. Okay, how does this work again? Screen mirroring. Okay, cool. Alright, let's zoom that out. Okay, so these are sketches from the OmniFixo thing, which, by the way, is turning out pretty well. Actually, yeah, I'll just show it, because I don't think I showed the current progress on it so far. Okay, yeah, you can see that. That's good. I always forgot to set up the GoPro, because once I brought that with me to BattleBots, but yeah, I remember to set it up. Okay. So yeah, this is what the OmniFixo stuff is looking like now. Although I might need to design a new box for this, because just letting the OmniFixo things that I made kind of freeball isn't really it. But yeah, so it's a little different. I wish I kept the old ones, but I guess I threw them away, or at least the parts. But the new ones, though, yeah, so we can hold, I'm actually getting rid of this feature here, since this actually opens up enough to hold all the all the connectors that I want. But I'm using shoulder bolts now. I'm using these donut-y magnets, and yeah, it's working pretty well. Yeah, I found it's better to actually have the middle part enclose the bottom part instead of the other way around, so that there's more room to grip it with. I think that the little grip things on the side could be a bit more aggressive, especially for the bigger one, but I think there's a newer version that I started putting which actually connects this part so that you can just like use a single finger to like depress it down. But yeah, so that's what was on this page here. But we're not doing that this stream because that thing is pretty much done, and I'm just giving out the design to a few buddies to beta test until they say that it works and I can post the file online, because I don't like posting half-baked projects online, because, like, I don't know. I like to wait for it to be, like, dog-fooded a bit and proven that it's pretty good before I post it online, because there's too many shitty designs out there that just do not work, that people post, and it's a waste of time and filming for everyone involved. But yeah, let's start a new page. New drawing. Okay, so the Cradle of Pilth. What is the Cradle of Pilth? So, the Cradle of Pilth is, it's an organizer for my daily meds, and, it should hold some bottles, cause, like, okay, so most of my daily meds are packaged by something called PillPack. It's by, well, they used to be their own company, but now, they are, oh, I need to hide that. But now they're owned by Amazon Pharmacy. But let me get a picture of it. So PillPack, they individually package all of your medications into, like, a single roll, of meds. You can see these packets of them. But the actual thingy, I should probably just show the thing. I brought a sample in here that I'm gonna use for measuring and whatever. I just need to find it. Where did I put it? Oh, here. It was already on the workbench. So yeah, normally it's just this big long roll of like medications. In this case, sorted by day, and it all rolls up. So part of the Cradle of Pilth is that we will have this thing rolled onto it, and we need a sense when we have pulled it, and yeah. So that's gonna be one part of the Cradle of Pilth, is that we're gonna have this reel of medications, and we need to detect when it's being rolled, because by the time it's being rolled, that probably means that I have the intent to take my meds, and we can assume that it's been taken. Like, we're not gonna go super invasive and have like a camera track every single pill going down my throat. We're just gonna kind of base it off of that. And the second thing is we have some pill bottles, and so yeah, I have ADHD, which, if you haven't realized that after watching this channel, I'm not sure if you can detect it at that point, but yeah, so I've had the turbo ADHD ever since, diagnosed since I was like in middle school, and the medication for that is like Schedule 2 or something. It's really it's really secure, so they can't actually mail that to me through PillPack. I have to get that at my local pharmacy, but it has to live in a separate bottle instead of with the rest of the medications. So yeah, we need a way to track whenever I take that. And then I just want a few free slots, just in case I have like an acute illness or something, and it's like, you need to take this every 6 hours or something. So I think I'm just gonna make a few other slots that act like the ADHD pill bottle tracker, except they're like just kind of free slots that I can like reprogram for other meds. But yeah. And so yeah, we're gonna have a thing that tracks the rolls of medication that are on the PillPack reel, and we're going to have another thing. We're gonna have a set of bottle holder things that know when a pill bottle is inside of them. And it's a good thing I have a collection of old pill bottles, plus, let's see, actually might have to dig through my partner's bag of medications, like old medication containers, just so that I can see if there's like a standard size of pill bottles I can work with, see like what the diameter is of it. Oh, hi, what's up, Miyoki? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna be putting in a bunch of slots for that. Now something that is really, really, really annoying that I thought I could do, but it turns out I can't do, and I've tried with like several different brands of it, is that I thought I could be clever and use like a 3D printing filament reel to hold the medications, but it's just barely too skinny to do that. It folds up, and it's not that bad if it's like just a single layer of stuff folding, but like any more than that, and it just doesn't work. So yeah, I already thought of using a filament spool to hold the medications, and that doesn't really work. Today's been how's your day been so far? Yeah, today's been pretty chill. I had a contract end last Thursday, yeah, exactly a week ago, and my new contract doesn't begin until sometime next week, so I have intentionally been playing it easy and lazy and stuff, because between BattleBots and the last contract ending like that, and knowing that this next contract's going to be probably pretty intense, I'm like, I should definitely take advantage of all the rest that I can. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to the iPad. And so, I've actually already built a medicine tracker before, but this one was not for me. It was for my late cat Gizmo, who had the diabetes, and he needed insulin injections every like 12 hours. So I made a thingy that would hold his vial. Actually, I'll actually draw it. So like, so like, this is the insulin vial that we needed to draw stuff from for my cat. and it was really simple. So I just had a thingy that held it, and it was just like a really basic cylinder shape. And then I had like a micro switch here, and the micro switch would be triggered whenever the what's it called? The vial was in there, and it would just be connected to an ESP, I think an 8266. Didn't need Bluetooth, just Wi-Fi. And it would it also had a screen on it that would say something like last dose 6 hours ago, something like that. And so yeah, anytime the vial was removed, it would start a timer for like 10 minutes. If the vial wasn't placed back, that it would scream an alarm because the vial part actually lived inside the fridge. The wire was thin enough to go through the fridge door, or the crack in the fridge door, but the insulin needed to be chilled. So, yeah, if it wasn't back in its place within 10 minutes, it assumed that we left it out on the counter or something, and it screams at us to put the vial back in. And whenever it hit the 10-hour mark, since the vial had been last taken out, then it would say that the medicine's ready. Because we kind of were a bit flexible, since like being exactly 12 hours on the dot was just not going to be reasonable for us. So we set a window of like 10 hours to 14 hours. So once 10 hours hit, it would say, hey, the dose is ready. And then when we hit 14 hours, then the thing would start beeping and being really annoying, saying that the medicine really, really, really needs to be administered to the cat. And this thing really, really helped us keep on top of Gizmo's diabetes. I think he lived for like a good 3 or so years after being diagnosed with diabetes. So, yeah, and for a while he was actually in remission. He was in remission. So, yeah, I think we did that pretty correctly. But yeah, he passed away about a year and a half ago. But yeah, he was a silly cat. But yeah, so I guess kind of the principle with the bottle pill trackers, it's gonna be the exact same thing, where we just have a single micro switch kind of tracking if the bottle is inside of the cradle, hence Cradle of Filth. Just at this time we're gonna have like 3 of them or so instead of just 1, and it's not gonna live inside my fridge because my daily meds don't need to live in the fridge. It's just gonna hang out somewhere in my office. So yeah, I was thinking, oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm really happy with this model. I spent a lot of time choosing, or like figuring out what my character design would be, and then figuring out the artist to bring it to life. I think that the artist credits are in my Twitch description. Let me just confirm that, because I'm not sure if I ever actually polished my Twitch. Not sure if I ever actually stuff. You know, I did not actually. I think I might as well edit this. Okay. Hold on. Let's because it's really important to me that artists get the credits that they do. So I need to fix this now. Okay, so I think I might as well, pretty sure that it's always in my description. Artist credits. Oh, I forgot that I made like a thingy in my domains anyway for it. Yeah, I streamed to both Twitch and YouTube. Okay, where is the thingy? Bless me. I'm not quite used to Twitch yet. Actually, I'm gonna go hide the screen just in case there's, like, sensitive stuff on here. Creator dashboard, I think. Settings. Channel. Let's see. I'm just gonna add it in one of the social links, I guess. So it's credits.pearlgray.io. Artist credits. Okay. And I'm gonna go put that at the top. Okay, let's go back to my channel. Cool, my artist credits are up here now. So yeah, you can check out my artist credits. Yeah. Okay, so, let's see, what was I talking about before? So yeah, I think the Cradle of Pilth is just gonna have 3 or 4 or so of these things. I mean, like, micro switch is like, it only takes like 1 IO pin, and I'm definitely not gonna have to like do any multiplexing. And I could probably get away with like a really simple microcontroller. I don't need to pull out any of my fancy ones. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing. And I actually have a bunch of like standardized pill bottles that I can transfer stuff into, so that there's like a standard size that they go into. I might have to dig for them a bit later. But yeah, so I'm thinking that like the Cradle of Pilth has, let's go with like say 4 of these so far. So yeah, we're gonna have, oh, I forgot to switch over to this thing. There we go. So yeah, it'll have like 4 whole thingies, and then we're gonna have like, let's draw the cylinders for representing the tops of those bottles. And you know, actually this makes me think that we don't even need to like have the entire thing like cradled by the thing. We can actually probably just get away with like a ring interface with the micro switch built into it, and then just let the bottles dangle from the bottom. That could probably work. I have like label makers, so if anything's like in a weird bottle shape or bottle size that does not fit into this, then I could just transfer it into a bottle that fits into that. So yeah, and then the second part that we need to do is the thing that holds the reel of pill pack stuff. And so with that, I hope I put it on my workbench. If I didn't, then I'll be very annoyed. Not you, that's not it. It's not this. I just heard a doop sound, so I really hope that nothing died on the stream end. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. So, I got a bunch of, magnetic, I think Hall effect, encoders. Oh wow, it does come with a very, very tiny magnet. So, yeah, this is a thing that just measures, rotations that this magnet thingy spins around. So, that's how I think I'm gonna be doing the, the real spinner thing. So I'm building the Cradle of Pilth. It's a thing that, tracks if I've taken my medicine for the day. Either in, like, the pill pack form, which is, just these, like, packets of medications that are already, like, laid out inside of, daily packs, or stuff that's like based on bottles. Like I have this timer on that you can actually get this on Amazon like pretty cheap. But I have like this timer that tells me the last time I took like medication, but it's actually not really reliable. Like it literally just canceled itself out now. And it's supposed to be hooked up to my AI assistant that I've been building, named, wait, I can't say her name because she'll start asking me things. But, yeah, I've been building a custom assistant. Most of her stuff is local also. I just need to figure out what spec she needs for I guess, local compute for the, actual inquiries, but her, name recognition and her, camera surveillance and, speech-to-text and text-to-speech are all local right now. But, yeah, I'll be connecting the CRADLE of PILLTH to her so that she can yell at me when I haven't taken my meds for the day. And if she's like, I've noticed that your productivity has dropped by 25% this morning, and you have not taken your ADHD medicine, you should do that. That's why you're not productive. That's kind of the goal here. But yeah. So I think that with this, we're going to have, just kind of a thing that holds, like a reel of medications, and, probably, like, some kind of, like, spring-loaded or, like, compliant 3D print thing here that, keeps it kind of secure. We could actually not even have to worry about spinny stuff, but we could actually have a thing that just measures if the thing, like, is being moved. Because, like, pills are obviously, bumpy, so, like, we could have a thing where, as we pull it out, then it's like, oh, I'm expanding. Oh, I'm contracting. That means that something was pulled. Oh, I'm expanding. I'm contracting. That means something was pulled. And that actually might be more reliable than, using the spinny thing, which means that these things that I bought may not even be used, but that's okay. They're pretty cheap, and there's plenty of projects to use them for. But now that I think about it, that actually might be the better way to go. Plus, you could actually probably use this anyway for, like, I don't know, tracking, like, an angle or something that it spins. Yeah, I do play games. I don't really do them on stream yet, though. I've kind of figured that video games are, like, just my fun personal time, and I don't really want that to be something where I have to worry about being, like, performative or something on air. But also, that was kind of the strategy that I was taking when I was, like, primarily streaming on YouTube. And now that a lot of my audience actually seems to be Twitch-based, and Twitch seems to reward just kind of, like, streaks of streaming, even if, like, some streams are not as performant as others, it actually does make a case for me to switch over to that. And to possibly start streaming games. I don't know, maybe it'll be League of Legends or, like, some other game that, like, I just play when I'm bored and trying to kill time. But yeah, I don't really stream games at the moment. I mostly just stream, like, engineering projects and stuff. Let's see. I'm just trying to think of how the sensor would work for the medications, because, like, at the same time, you do have, like, a minimum thickness of the meds, but then again, at the same time, I could have something added in my prescription that is, like, an even bigger pill, or they could change manufacturers of the medication, and it could be a different size or shape pill, and, I don't think I can just do the micro-switch route. I mean, maybe I can, and then have, like, some springs, like, fill in the, slack, but it needs to be something that can handle a bunch of, variance in what's going through it. Oh, you know, I also could actually just use a roller system also. Actually, now I think about it, it might just be... Okay, so... The thing that, I'm kind of, like, not sure about is, like, if I want to do the spinny spin thing on, like, the reel of medications, because, like, I'm not sure if it'll work till, like, the very end of the medication spool. Let me actually check what my current med spool looks like, because the one I showed is, like, an old one. Okay, so it looks like that the end of the medication spool actually has, like, 2 blank things, so that actually would work to clamp the meds to. And, you know, I think that actually doing the spinny spin detector is probably going to be the most accurate. Yeah, I actually really need to figure out how Twitch works, because, like, I started primarily on YouTube. No, I started only on YouTube. And then I just kind of added Twitch as, like, kind of an afterthought, once I was, like, comfy with my YouTube setup. And then it turns out Twitch is actually where most of my viewers are now. So, I haven't really done a lot of the research that I've been wanting to do, for how to grow my Twitch channel. But yeah, that's definitely something that, I need to look into. Because, like, I've been watching a bunch of other streams, and I'm like, oh, there's things that can tell me when ads are about to pop up. And, like, I think of the artist credits thing, like, saw a bunch of, let's see, my Discord server, I think, is actually in my description, so if you join that and it's paying, hey, I'm the person from the stream, then we can chat after the stream. But, yeah. Okay, let's see. So, I think the easiest thing to start off with will just be, the pill bottle tracker thing. And with that, I need to get my, micro switches out. And I just finished unpacking from BattleBots, like yesterday, so, yeah, it feels nice to have a clean office. Okay, so yeah, I have, like, so many of these little micro switches, and that's what I'll be using. So, imagine there's, like, an invisible, like, ring here that holds, one of these pill bottles perfectly. So all this needs to do is, when it slides in, then it's turned on. When it slides out, it's turned off. So, that's kind of the principle going on here. Oh, it's not in there? Okay, let me go add that in there. Discord.pearlgray.io, I think. Let's see if that's the right link. Yeah, that's the right link. Okay. Yeah, let me go actually get, the pill bottles, just so I can check if there's, like, a standard size. Okay, I got a bunch of, pill bottles. I'm gonna have to censor them out. Holy shit, that is massive. Okay. Those are, like, almost all the same bottle size. That's a big-ass bottle. Okay, so there's, like, 3 sizes of bottles here. And that's for CVS. I'm not showing it on camera right away, So, yeah, just for privacy reasons, I'll get them censored. But yeah, okay, HEB pharmacy. Okay. And let me go get some, like, tape or something. I think gaffer tape I actually have a bunch of. And that's, like, super duper opaque, yeah. I am aware, though, that the gaffer tape is going to add a bit of thickness to, I am aware that the gaffer tape is going to add a bit of thickness to the bottles, though. So, yeah. Actually, I realize it's just easier just to, well... Okay, yeah, I should actually probably just tape over instead of remove the label, because I don't know what it is, just looking at it. Okay. Yeah, the gaffer's tape, though, is definitely opaque. I mean, there are those websites that let you identify pills just based off of what numbers are on it and what shape it is. But yeah, so we're gonna be getting a bunch of different bottles here, just to get a nice sample size of the different sizes of pill bottles out there, so that the Cradle of Pilth can be flexible. Here's another one. That one's a bit smaller and skinnier. And the CVS ones are not mine, they're my partner's. Okay, yeah, gaffer tape is way better than masking tape, because it's not like, it has no translucency at all. Oh wow, that label's just straight up falling off. Okay, well, I'll take it. That's easy. And then... will this label just fall off too? Oh wow, it does. Okay, I'll just rip the label off this one then. This is also like kind of a mega bottle though. Okay, let me just, I guess, change it for the one that I put in masking tape. That one's like really, really thick now, since like I put a bunch of layers, because masking tape is like kind of translucent. It's a bit ironic that's called masking tape and it can't actually mask the label. I mean, I know that's for like masking like paint and stuff, so they can paint over it and then just peel it off, but still though, it's kind of funny to think about. Okay, so yeah, let me just trim that little bit of tape off. Okay, cool. So yeah, we have a bunch of samples of various pill bottles here. Yeah, and I'm not gonna... There's no point in doing the big boy, because, oh, whoops. It's not even pointed at the thing. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one back. Oh. I forgot I brought the whole bag with me. Okay, I'm back. Is everything working? Yep, it's me. Okay, so let's get the sizes of the pill bottles. Cool, I'll check it out after the stream. Okay, so we have my calipers, and let's get... what's the battery on this? We're at 60%, that's good enough. Okay, so pill bottle diameters. This one is at like 38.5-ish, 39. You don't need super high precision on this. This is CVS. This one's at 38 with tape, 39. So there is a standard width. 39.5. This one, I think, is gonna be the same thing. Yep, it's the same thing. The skinny boy here gonna be a lot thinner. 33. And then this one, wow, that one's actually not the same. I thought it'd be the exact same. Actually a little skinnier. But I can just transfer bottles. So that's 32. But like, it looks like most of my meds come in like the 39-ish millimeter range. And where's that micro switch that I just had? I'll just get another one. So it looks like that from that end, and we can actually extend it if we need to. We have let's zero this. Oh, it's already zeroed. Okay. So this thing starts off pretty high at almost 5 millimeters, and if we depress it, it looks like that we have maybe 2 millimeters of tolerance here to work with. Yeah, 2.5. So I think that's acceptable. Okay. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Okay, I'm back. My trackers are not back yet, though. Let's fix that. Come on, trackers, come back to life. Here's my arms, and my head, and my feet. Is this working? Why are my arms, like, twisted? Okay, I think that's probably working now. Let's see. Yeah, that's working. Okay, I'm back. Alright. So, let's see. Let me first get... Okay, if this stuff is gonna live indoors... I'm just gonna print it with PLA, because, PLA is not fussy, and it prints fast. And if it's gonna live indoors, it's not gonna melt or soften just by existing somewhere slightly warm. Yeah, and that spool looks like it's not tangled. Okay. So I'm taking out all the ABS from my printer, and we're going to do this in PLA, at least just for the prototyping. It's like the printer didn't actually notice that it was loaded. It's weird. There we go. Notice that was loaded in slot 3. Okay. Bamboo Studio. Let's open that up. Oh, let's also turn off the iPad view. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the 3 sizes of pill bottles that were basically the same thing, and just get the measurements sans label, I guess. So I'm gonna have to undo this just a little bit. So yeah, it's like 39-ish. Oh, both micro switches were here. Oh, hi, what's up, Sparky? Yeah, I like to have the 3D set up so that I can do workshop stuff and workbench stuff, and it makes sense the way I'm moving around. Okay. So this is just a generic PLA. Black. Cool. And let's actually unload the TPU that's in there. And the print bed is totally clear. Okay. So that is unloading, and I think that we're ready to start just catting this shit. So let's see. Let's go with the XY. And I think I'm just gonna do an extremely simple test spring. Let's go with like just 40. Yeah, because if the tolerance, I guess, for how much it can like go down until it's at like a hard stop is like 40 millimeters. No, it's like 2.5 millimeters. Then that means that we can accommodate bottles as small as 3.75. Let's actually make that 41. Let's make that 41. And I'm literally just going to do a little test print just to make sure that this is the right size. You know, that's actually a little overkill. We can do 2.4. So that's going to be like 4 walls-ish on a 0.6 nozzle. Let's do 5 millimeters here. Let's just 3D print that right away while we get the rest of this started. Okay, skip all this shit, I don't care. Why are you hanging? Device. Okay, cool. Got the TPU unloaded. And we can reconnect the thingy. So, my 3D printers, the two that I built custom are like super customized, and they have like anime girl faces and make cute sounds and stuff. So I'm like emotionally attached to them, which is annoying because I can't like get rid of them because they have too much emotional investment. But my bamboo, I have not customized it at all. It is like basically only stock parts in official mods. So yeah, I'm thinking of upgrading the P1S to the X2D, I think. And I won't be emotionally attached to it. Okay, so let's... Why can't I slice that? Is it already sliced? 10 minutes, perfect. Okay. Yeah. So let's just get this printed out right now, and then we can design the rest while making sure that that test fit works. Okay. So that's 41 millimeters, and let's maybe make this just 5 millimeters for the final thing. And the sketch is hidden. Okay, sketch is unhidden. And what is the length of this? 13-ish. I think that's like actually half an inch. Well, I've had that P1S for like 2 years now. So if I'm not attached already, I think I'm gonna be pretty good for now. Okay, so, you know, actually I think it makes sense to model a pill bottle first. Let's take one of these guys. Let's make it like, okay, 38.66. Okay, how tall is this entire thing? 86. Height doesn't matter because this thing can go as deep as it wants to be. So I'm not going to worry about precision for that. Okay, so that is... Although I still want to be recognizably a pill bottle, though. Okay, so... whatever you are, give me that, but half of that. Okay, so that's... make that 15. And then this... let's make that, 22. The amount that goes down, it's like 2.5 millimeters. Total thickness of the cap is about 18 millimeters. And let's align that to there. And then we got like kind of like a little bit of shape here going on. And I'll add the fillets in after revolving. But this is, say, 38.6 divided by 2 millimeters. Oop. At the skinniest point, that is, I think I have to take out the cap for this. Yeah, 34, 92, and then the this gap here is like, what? 2.5 millimeters. Okay, cool. And then I can just do this in like 2 revolves. I just want them to be like different materials. New body. Appearance. Let's just do plastic white. Okay, I need to fix that also. Yeah, my Twitch channel is not quite set up the way it should be. I need to fix that. Do we have red plastic? Why can't I? Oh. Red. Ooh. Okay, that actually looks like a pill bottle. Though. Oh shit. Okay. I had it right the first time. Okay, let's add some fillets. Okay, that looks close enough to the real pill bottle, which I'll get showed in here. Yeah, that looks close enough. Actually, if I want to be spicy, I can actually add the label, and it's very, very little bit of thickness. I think I'll do that. Okay, let's see. Let's make that like 0.2, and then let's have that go. Where did I put my calipers? There. Let's go with 7 millimeters on that side, and then, yes, another 7 millimeters on that side. And then we'll have it wrap around 330 degrees instead of 360. And it's a new body. So that's 330. Yeah, that seems about right. Actually, let's do maybe 345. What the fuck? There we go. Hide that. Let's find yellow if it exists. Yeah, that looks like a pill bottle to me. Let's just round off those corners just a little bit. I don't like the way that shit is Z-fighting though. Ah, fuck. I don't want to select that one. Let's go with maybe just 2 milliliters. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like a medical label to me. Let's call this one a pill container. And then let's just add a little bit of a buffer so that we don't get that Z fighting. Because that Z fighting is ugly. Cool, we don't get any Z fighting now. Okay, cool. That looks like a pill container to me. Cool. Okay, so let's get back to this thing, and I'm gonna carve out a space for the micro switch to hang out at. And the micro switch dimensions are. We can round it up to 6 millimeters just for the tolerance, whatever bullshit. 6 by 6.5-ish, I guess. Okay. So let's make that... What was the width of that again? 5, 8. Let's make that 6. Ooh, not 6, 6. I just want 6. And then here, 6.25 I think it was. Yeah. And then let's also add just a thing so that we know what the stick out factor is for the lever on that. And is this done printing? It is done printing. Wow. Actually, that's like 3.6. Okay, so I think 4 and 2 are probably conservative estimates that are okay enough for this. Okay, so I guess 4 and... No, actually, 2.5 is what we wanted, because if you don't get within that window, then it can be too compressed. Oh no, actually, no, I lied. 2 is okay. So, I think that as long as this is like... maybe just a half millimeter, then we're probably okay. And let's take this off of the bed. Where did I put the spatula? The spatula of justice. There's like some ABS and TPU that's also stuck on here. Okay, this is clear now. Cool. So let's just confirm that this can fit, and it does fit the bottles. Okay, cool. Whee! Alright, so I think that's probably good enough carve out for that. Although I would prefer that it wraps around more, actually. So, let's do this. I think probably like at least 2.4 millimeters is a safe bet here. No, actually we don't want anything on that side because that's where all the wires come out. Oh, you know, actually I could just keep that and then just make that bit construction. Is there a way to like have this so that it changes the construction or changes it to construction lines? Because I can do that in SolidWorks, but I don't know how to do that in Fusion. Whatever. Okay. Actually, that doesn't even make sense for that to be like sticking out if there's nothing that's going behind it. Okay, I fucked something up. Let's just redo this. Okay. So let's make that 2.4. Let's also make this one 2.4. And delete that one. And then that goes down to here. And then here, I think that we want to cut out that groove for the thingy to actually go through it. Okay. Oh, and I guess we need to cut out the thing for the micro switch to fit in there too. And I think that we probably want the top of this to be solid also. So let's just project that. And let's just make that look something kind of thinnish. We can do two. Okay, and so micro switch should fit in there. I'll call this pill bottle ring. And then I'm gonna make a model of the micro switch. Okay, so this is a cube that is 12.8-ish. Actually, let me just draw the rough shape of this first. Okay, so you're at 12.8, and you are at 6.5-ish. Have like the little thingy for the whatever it's called. Let's make those construction, make those equal. So how thin are you? You are 0.28. And then you also terminate just a little bit past this. How much? About 1.5 millimeters. What is your angle? I'm just gonna eyeball this. It's not that important. Zero that out. Okay. So let's say that's probably-ish 70. Wait, what? Let's zero that out. Okay. Just eyeballing it. Oh, you know, I don't even have to eyeball it. I can actually do it for real, for real. Oh wow, that's pretty much exactly it. What the hell? Why is that 266? What the hell? Why did that jump up like that? $21. Let's go to 20 degrees. And then I'm just gonna base this dimension off how much it sticks out on that end, which is 11.5. Wait, what? That does not seem right. Oh, okay. That's with the whole width of the body. Okay, yeah, that seems reasonable to me. Now it's like 1.5-ish. Yeah, 1.5, cool. And then the important part, though, is these mounting holes, which are M2. Actually, might even be smaller than M2. So that's 4. 6.6. And I guess that, you can assume that's like 5. Let's make those equal to 1. Why is that like 6 point? Let's actually make that like 1.25. Because there are these little bumpy bumps, I guess. And that is like a really thin thing here. It's only like half a millimeter. Okay, and the distance between these two, and I'll assume that it is symmetric, also is like 0.65. And then we'll just mirror this. And then we probably have a close enough analog to micro switch. Okay. So, I think that's symmetric. Full length. 5.85. And then this one is going to be a little bit thinner. Is it tapered? It's not tapered. Easy. 3.61. Okay. Cool. Actually, let's not have that joint. Let's make a new body. And then let's just assign some appearances. Let's pretend that shit is aluminium. And I don't know. Just make that white. Okay, we have our micro switch. I guess let me just model the pins also. Okay, pins. We have one in the center, and this looks symmetrical, and the other ones are like 11. Okay. It's like 5.5. Actually, we can save on, what's it called, polys, if we just make them squares. Yeah. Okay. 2, 3. Why is that over-constrained? Okay, whatever. This is probably like small, like probably like 0.5 or something. Yeah, 0.5. And you are 0.11, I think. Or no, just straight up 11. And then we can do symmetric feature for that. See what center points here. Cool. How much do you protrude? 3.6 millimeters, I guess. And then let's just make that like no bronze or bodies. Okay. So we have the micro switch modeled. And then let's go put the micro switch in this. Ah, shit. Actually, let's make an assembly. I don't think this is the most efficient way to do this, but I'm still gonna do it this way anyway. Okay. So let's have it so that that goes to that. And then that goes to that. Yeah. And then that goes to that. And then we can just make sure the holes actually line up. Okay. Cool. So that's 6.5 millimeters. Okay, how do we do the section view again? Let's inspect, section analysis. That, okay, cool. Easy. So we make that like 2.5-ish. And then here, that's 1.5, I think. Let's actually just make that like 2.25, and we can just ream that out later. And then I believe that was supposed to be 6.5? Yeah, 6.5. Or actually, let's make a driven dimension. Okay, 5.25. And then let's make this at least a little bit bigger than whatever that is. Here, so that is 3.15. Let's make that like maybe 5. And then hide that view. Extrude both sides. Yeah. And then we're gonna need to have some space for the bolt heads. Let me go find my M2 screws. MISC metric, I believe that is where it is. Okay. So we're probably gonna go with socket head. So that's gonna be like 4 millimeters. And then we've got a bunch of well, no, I think I'll go heat set. I don't know, do I want to do heat set? It's a little pain in the ass. Okay, we'll do heat set. That's the proper way to do it. Yeah. Or, you know, honestly, I think it's probably better just to thread it directly into the plastic. Yeah. Okay, let's thread it directly into the plastic. And also make that probably bigger. So, what is the sketch that defines that? I guess that one. Edit sketch. Let's make you like probably 7. Yeah. And then let's make that probably more like 1.8. Okay, so we're gonna just directly thread into the plastic here. And then here we're actually gonna like do serious things. What does serious things mean? I don't know. About like 2.5-ish, I guess. Extrude you out. What the hell? Why does fusion's like region selection really suck? Okay, and then here let's just make that let's add some like 4mm things so that we can get those socket heads in there. 4.5 sketch. Have it start from here and have it go all the way out here. Cool. So yeah, that should be able to hold the things that we need it to hold. Actually wonder, can we add some fillets in here first? Or we'll get mad. No, it'll take the fillets pretty happily. Yeah, sure. Cool, let's make those fillets bigger then. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see how that fits. Go away. Okay. So we can slice this plate. 22 minutes, not bad. And we don't need this to be very strong. It's just a test fit. So here's a way to get this print faster. Yep, that is saving 4 minutes. So we have some like infill going on instead of it all being on solid. That'll work for me. Let's print that. Come on, where is it not seeing is it failing to connect? That's weird. It's on. Maybe we need to hard reboot it. It says it's feeding, but it hasn't been doing anything for like past 30 minutes. Okay, rebooting. Doop. 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 Okay. Screen is on. Maybe we can connect to it. There we go. We're good. Okay. Let's print. And yeah, let's go. Cool. And if we need to like adjust the distance of the micro switch, that should be pretty easy. Cool. Okay, so let's just... Do we have an assembly yet? Okay, that's the micro switch. And that's the pill container. And, actually don't know what here is. Okay, so I think that's the assembly. And then let's go add the bulk container in here. And let's constrain that to be... Is that correct? Yeah, I guess that is correct. So yeah. Here, this is not triggered at all. And then when we push that down... Whoa, that was weird. Can we do a section analysis on here? Do a midpoint thing. 1 and 2. And then inspect section analysis. Playing this one. Cool. So yeah, that looks like it should be able to trigger the micro switch being in there. Yay! Although, I don't think we're actually, like... Hide the analysis. Hide the construction. Let's get latest on both of those. Because we should actually have that not lining up flush against here, but lining up by those holes. Okay, so yeah, we should not have that be lining up by surface flushiness. We should have that be lining up by holes. Okay, so if we put that here and here. How? Okay, if we put this and this, will that actually go? No, that doesn't go. Suspicious. Align, angle, center. Okay, it's probably center that we actually want. Nope. Maybe it's... Which one is it? Whoa, where the hell did that go? Oh. Okay. Let's just try that again. I don't think that worked the way I thought it would. Okay, where the hell did that go again? Tangent, angle, center. Might be center. Nope, it's not that. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I see what's going on. Because we have that constraint going on. So it's not even possible to constrain it that way. Okay, so if I... There we go, that fixes it. And then if we do that to this, and make it like, I don't know, 0.5 or something. 0.05. So 5. Yeah, close enough. Cool. So I think that should probably be good. So we have a way to detect if a single pill bottle is virgin. next part is kind of weird because we have to make a clampy thingy for that one thing. Trying to decide if I want to do like something that like uses screws to like hold it in, or if we like it shouldn't be the end of this one. Where's the other example that I had? Is it this one? Yeah, it was this one. So I think that we want something that clamps in on this guy, and I'm gonna go pee again, because I need to pee. I just realized with like how much I need to go pee that I should probably align the Twitch advertisement segments with whenever I have to go pee. That sounds like a good idea. I should do that. Okay, so while that prints, and I think that the bottle pill detector thing was the easy part, now we have to figure out how this spoolie thingy works for the harder part. And I think I want to start off with the mechanism for determining how we actually secure the so I'm gonna go a little bit longer than the actual length of like the an empty packet, and let's round this up to like a nice number, like we could do 90, 80, what is 80? Yeah, we could do 80 millimeters. And before I get fancy with like, what's it called, before I get fancy with using like, like springs or something like that, kind of want to try like compliant PLA or something. Join, and let's take the width of this plus like say 5 millimeters, so I don't have to be like super anal about like the way I wind this up. This is actually kind of like folded, I guess, a little. So that's 69. Nice. Let's make that like probably like 75, just for to make it easier. So let's start from here, actually, and then we will have it go another 75. And okay, let's project this geometry on here. Let's have that do a midpoint thing there and there. And then then let's make that like 0.2 or just like as small as possible because this has to be like compliant, I guess. Well, yeah, I guess I could do that if I like diagonal the thingies. Okay, so let's go with maybe like let's have this go, I don't know, like maybe like 10 millimeters out. And then let's have like a bunch of these things going on. Parallel. And we'll just do like a test print to see if this is actually sane or if it really sucks. Well, let's do 5 for now. 5 seems like a clean enough number. So the idea is that we're gonna have these like little PLA fins that like are parallel to each other, and they kind of like I guess act kind of like a clutch-ish thing. Of course it'd be, it's too over-constrained. Okay, whatever. Let's make that like, what? 1.2, so that's 2 layers thick with a 0.6 nozzle. And then let's make the distance something kind of like standardized, like maybe just 10. And 10. 10, 10, 10. Cool. And then I don't think it really matters like how close this is to being like to the edge or something. And then let's just make this like really tight gap, I guess. So we can make that like, no, 0.6. Let's make it like, maybe that's too much. Let's make it like 0.6. Yeah. So why is this not good? Oh, angle. That's important. Let's just go with, 60 degrees for now. Yeah, that should be okay. Cool. Okay, cool. Let's cut this out then. Have it go to that plane. And then that means that we could feed. Okay, that's still connected. We did not do a good job at cutting those bits out. Okay, how's this? Back. Yeah, we cut all of this out. Okay, cool. And then we need to, make it so that those bits are not connected to the original plate down there. So, that one. Let's project this. And then let's make that like, no, probably like 45 degrees or something. And then we'll just cut those out, and then we don't even have to worry about like supports. Yes. Shit. Okay. Cut you out, and can I even like juke that? Yes, I can. Nice. Okay. Symmetric. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so that might be able to actually hold those in place. Spoolie thing. Let's call it that. Okay, so let's take the fillet tool and let's just add it there. And let's also add it there. Yeah, cool. And we also don't need that whole diameter there, so I think for now we'll just make that a lot smaller. Or, you know, I'll just make it a temporary feature so that we can roll it back when we need to. I think that's probably sane. Okay, so let's delete that part, and then hide the sketches, and then this might be a chonky print to do, but it's okay. And is 60 really the right value? It also might be easier if you had a little chamfer here. Did my print already finish? Nice. Yeah, let's actually just have this kind of match whatever that is. 9.5? Yeah, close enough match. Okay. So let's 3D print that. And let's take out this current print. Print removed. And, shit. Okay, there. Wow, that's perfect timing. Okay. How do I spinny spin this? Auto orient. And I have a feeling this will be like 1.5 hours or so. How long will you take to print? 3 hours? Damn. Okay, that's longer than I actually want to stream. Let's center you at least. For some reason, I don't know why we need to, but let's do it anyway. So yeah, this may take a while to figure out. And I probably won't be streaming for that long unless I'm like, okay, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Well, let's do it anyway. Okay, so we have that at least. And then let's take all this shit. We've got that. And we have our thingy here, and that fits. And oh my gosh, the holes fit perfect. That is very poggers. So let's yeah, I guess let's screw that shit in. How long do these things need to be? Honestly, it could be shorter than that. How about that? Yeah, I think that's long enough, but not like, too short. Yeah, I can feel that shit threading in. That is kind of the perfect fit. Cool, we did it on the first try. Nice. And I'm fine with just threading directly into the plastic because it's not like that it's going to be facing any loads along the axis of that. Although, does this even like... Okay, yeah, that does close the loop. You can hear it with, let me put the mic next to it. So that is definitely closing the loop. Cool, so we can at least do the pills that are in these bottles that slip into the ring. And it barely has any resistance. Let me actually remove the label from this guy and see if a labelless version also makes it in. Yeah, that makes it in. Cool. And you know, if it turns out that it doesn't actually fit, we can actually bend that a little bit, and then that'll like guarantee that it fits. So that's not even like a big deal. Cool. So we have that working at least. Which means that we can totally make an array of them now. And I think probably 4 of them is a good idea. Let's do 4. Why is my setup chugging like crazy? What is going on? Task manager, what the fuck is happening? Why is it so chuggy? It should not be this chuggy. Is the stream looking okay, or is it looking chuggy? Because I really hope that the stream is not being like a slideshow right now. I mean, it would probably help to close out all these like random bamboo windows. Okay, that's good to know. I guess it's just chuggy on my end, which is better than it being chuggy on your end. But I mean, it's going to take a bit of a while to close out all of these windows. I don't know why it's chugging. That is not an error. Why is it saying it's an error? That was a successful print. And we have this guy, which I know I'm just close it out anyway. You don't need it open to actually have it keep printing. Okay, cool. Alright. So what was the maximum width of these caps? Because that's like what, 50 millimeters-ish? This one I think is a little smaller. Yeah, that was 42 millimeters, 43 millimeters, something like that. This special cap that has a timer on it. So let's say that, yes, 50 millimeters is the maximum. So, how do I want to do this? Yeah, that's fair. It's getting kind of late. It's 9 in Texas, so I can imagine it's later in other places. Have a good night. Okay, let's say we want like 4 of these, and they're like 50 degrees. Art. Yeah, that's actually not bad. What is the baddest fucking, op here? Because you are, 44, and you are, 49, actually. Are these all the same body, or not? Okay, let's just project these and do like a big ass slot. I cannot click correctly. There we go. Slot to slot. Why can those not be equal? Now they can be equal. Okay, okay. Doop, 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 doop. Let's have that be like, I know, -3. Join, I guess. Is that a single body? It is. Perfect. And then let's just fill it because fills are fun, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. Come on. Let's just... shit. Okay, let's just, project all of that. And then just, add a funny thing here, I guess. And we can add a bit of room for soldering and shit like that. Let's have that go all the way up to that surface. Start, direction, extent to object. There. Cool. And then that should be the cradle of like 4 pill bottles, I guess. Okay, cool. How are my 3D prints doing? Oh, I just closed out all the bamboo things. Okay. So... we got this at like 2.5 hours, and it looks like it's printing correctly. And so the pill bottle holders look like they're gonna be pretty easy. It's the spool thingy that is gonna be kind of tough. So, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I'm thinking about how I want to do this. I'm thinking that we don't have like a central axle thing because that would interfere with how we need that Hall effect encoder thingy to work. Let's see. Let's delete that shit. let's make that like, fuck. How long is that supposed to be? Like 4 millimeters. Okay, so I think we kind of like have a retaining feature that we split in half. Yeah. So, I think something kind of like this. 20, I guess. 10. Let's also make that like 20. I'm just spitballing numbers. That probably feel right. Let's make that like 10 might be too much. Let's make that like 5. Not like 4. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's revolve that. Axis this. And let's do full revolve. And then that means that the magnet has to live in there. I know that magnets look way more than 15 milliliters. So let's grab wherever that shit was. This one. Let's read switch relay shit. That's everything. It's not you. Where do you put it? I'm trying to find my Hall effect rotation-y sensors that I bought and lost. Is it like already up here, I guess? Yeah, here it is. So these things need like a magnet glued to them, and I guess they just got like epoxied in or something. Magnet is pretty small. It's just, I don't even know if you can see that, but it's this guy here. So, how small are you? You're like probably 4 millimeters-ish. And that little bit of space, we can like just negotiate that with epoxy, I guess. That is really tiny. You know, I'm just gonna bust it out of that bag, and then we can get like the actual measurement. God, that is so tiny. Okay, so you are 4 millimeters. Let's make you construction line. Let's make that like, I don't know, 0.2, I guess. And then just make that nice and thick. We can make that like, I don't know, 4 millimeters, I guess. And then, how thick are you? I'm gonna guess 2 millimeters. Holy shit, oh. It's not that strong, it's just because I screwed that in. Okay. So how actually thick are you? This is like a really weird magnet. It doesn't want to stay flat because it's like not a normal kind of magnet. It's like the kind where like each half is like doing a thing. There we go. Okay, you are 2 millimeters. So let's make you like 2.5 millimeters. Which means that here to here is 6.5 millimeters. And what is the thickness of that? Which I hope that that is in the very center. That looks like it's in the very, very center of that board. What is your diameter? That's like 30. Let's actually clear the diameter of that to be like 30. That is 40. Okay, that's good. Cool. Okay, so that means that that can run inside of there. Let's conduct those. Okay, so let's make all of these orthogonal, I guess, or whatever the right word for that is. And then that should allow that to actually spin that thing around. And we can add, like, a bit of tolerance to that. Distance out. Like 10. I'll probably need to be higher for the final version, but that's okay. And then here, let's make that not too thick. Let's make that like 4. And then we can 180 this, and then mirror it, and then do like a thingy so that they can be joined in half. Okay, axis. Why is it trying to cut? That's not good. That means that it's probably trying to do something. Okay, yeah, so it is intersecting with something, which is not good. What is it intersecting with? $180. What are you intersecting with? Oh, I see. This bit here. 1.5. Okay, that should not intersect anymore. Let's have you revolve around that axis. New body, that means it's not intersecting with anything. Yeah, sure. Let's make it 180. Cool. So that can enclose that. Now let's actually enclose the rest of this. Okay. Let's make that like, no, probably just like 2.4. Just need to be that thick. Let's make this like 1. Let's make it 2. And then let's make this this to here, like I know maybe 2. Although, can that actually... I don't think that will actually print well, so let's... Not to mention this part is actually kind of going to be a bit wacky in printing too. We could make that just like 4. And then it'll be rubbing about that part, but not this part. And then we can do like some, we can do some like diagonal shenanigans here. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, that'll work, I think. That part will need to be thicker also, I think, just to accommodate all that space. Wait, how thick is this anyway? Oh no, that's plenty thick enough. Cool. Okay, so that means that we can make this actually wider because we need to have some, like, screws around their perimeter so that we can put the other half in. Let's make you like, probably 15. Nah, we can do 10. We can do 10. 10's fine. Okay, so let's split this in half. I do like 6 screws per side. And let's make that now like 2.9, I guess, because we're not going to be opening this up very frequently. 1T. This one, like, 15. Oh shit, that's not 15. 15, and another, 15. Now, let's make it all 20. I like it when all the numbers are the same, so it's nice. Okay. Now, let's mirror those. Doop, doop, doop. Let's mirror line it about here. And that looks good. Okay, cool. So let's negative extra. Motherfucker. Why does the Fusion 360 region select really fucking suck? SolidWorks is way better. Whatever. Okay, so we can do that, and then let's mirror. Can we mirror entire bodies? Yeah, we can. And let's do new body. Okay, cool. So one of these has to accommodate the part going in. Let's have it be this top bit here. And what thickness is that? Okay, that's 3 millimeters. That means the head is going to be about 6 millimeters big-ish. I want to eat tacos. I really like tacos. Let's make that like, I don't know. Okay, so if an M3 screw head is 5.2, we can do 6 probably reliably. And we probably only need like maybe like 10-ish millimeters of material, I guess. let's do start, offset. How about -10? All the way up here, and I think we Gucci now. Cool. And then let's just pre-drill these out, because I know that 2.9 is not going to be fun to deal with. Ah, motherfuck. Okay, motherfuck. There we go. Okay. Make all of those circles equal. Okay, why are my controllers dying? Am I really that still? Am I really that, inanimate? Okay, let's just cut these little bits out. I like the part where, like, I keep ranting about direct rutting into plastic, and I, like, don't even obey my own rule. But, okay. Cool. So you have that bit. And, I don't even know where the surrounding bitty things happen. You, like, suppress that or something? I don't know. Was it here that we did a mirror thing? Yeah, it was. Okay, let's, right before this, actually, let's add a bit of the thing here. Like probably no 1.2, no, because it could be clear-ish plastic. Let's do 1.8. Sure, why not? Cool. And let's see what happens if we do this. Are they two separate bodies? They are. Perfect. And then we can add a little cap on this side, I guess. Although we have to think about how we refill this. How do we want to refill this? I think that if we have like a keying feature on one side, and then we have like a thumb screw on the other side, that would probably be optimal, maybe. Ooh, I hope so. I mean, is this like all one bit here? Yeah, it is. Because we have that central bit, and we have the top and the bottom half on the outside, but the central bit is all one bit. Okay. And that makes things less worse than I thought it'd be. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have a keying feature on one end, and then we're gonna have some fun bullshit on the other end. So let's work on the keying feature first. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, 32, I guess. Oh, that's not even like actually tied to like the center of that. That's weird. Cool. Okay. And then I guess here is where we have like the thumb screw, which is gonna be a little weird because it's kind of like off symmetry, but at the same time it's like, oh cool, I'm off symmetry. And it can be M5 just because that feels nice and chunky. I think that like 25, so that has to be in the middle of the thing, so it feels nice and chunky. Yeah, okay, so we can make that like, you know, up like maybe 3 millimeters, and then the other end, we can make that sit down like, I don't know, negative 20 millimeters, yeah. And then let's also create a sketch here. Let's offset, or let's project this, offset that by like, I don't know, 0.2-ish. So that we have some clearance on that, and then let's just make that equal to that, plus we can make that like 0.2-ish here, or 0.5-ish here, or no, I guess just 5-ish here. And why is that not, okay, let's make that coincident. Okay. So this will be the lid. And we can make that like probably 3 millimeters or something like that. No. Let's have it offset by like 0.013. New body, cool. That is separate. And then we don't have a way to actually get the medicine out of this. So we just need to have a pull slot, I think. And let's get how thick the medications are. Okay, the thickest medication, I guess, would be 8 millimeters. So let's round that up to like 12 millimeters. Let's have that be coincident. Cool. And let's just bullshit some value here. Let's say 80 millimeters, I guess. So this will be the exit end of this stuff. Extent to object. Let's see here. I have a feeling that cut off a lot more. Yeah, it did. There we go. And that's a lot more reasonable. And then let's hide some sketches, and let's add some fillets, because fillets make everything happy. Okay. And then I believe that this means that we can put some medications in here that will be tightened along this weird shit. And then it should spin independently of the two halvesies that are being tied together here. I realize that we don't actually have an area cut out here for that sensor, so let's do that. Make that equal. That is not equal. Okay. So, what are you? 22. 25. Wow, that's 25 inches. There we go, 25 milliliters. Okay, cool, yeah, that's basically just the right size. That's what we should be for. Okay, never mind, it is exactly the right size for that. So we can make that like probably 26, I don't know. Let's not do that. That's a little overkill. Okay, maybe that wasn't deep enough. Maybe we need to go, like, more? That is deep enough. Okay, cool. So, let's see. I think we want, like, a separate sensor mount, just for this, encoder thingy. So that we can keep adjusting it continuously, since I know that shit can be really finicky. So yeah, let's just have this be like, I don't know, like 8 or something, and then we just screw that shit in. Oop. Rectangle, center rectangle. Let's make you construction. You don't want to be construction, so I'll force you to be construction. Equals. Okay, let's make that like something that we could just thread into directly. Ah, shit, those are all construction. Bloop. Okay, those are not construction anymore. Okay, let's make that like, I don't know, 2.8 or something. And let's make those equal. Let's make that like 32. Yes. Why are those not equal? Now they're equal. Okay, let's negative extrude those things. 2, 3, and 4. Cool. And then let's re-highlight that sketch, and let's extrude it out. Offset 0.01. Let's make it like, I don't know, probably like 3. And then here, let's make that all construction, I guess. And then, what are the dimensions of this? 23-ish by 20. Let's make it 24 by 24. Cool. And then let's take center rectangle. Doop, 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 doop. Construction. And let's get the whole visions. Okay, so this is 3.8-ish. Let's say that's like M3-ish. Uh, 15.5 and 15.5. She seems really small. Oh, I see. Okay. Let's do 15.75. That's probably an okay bet. Doing construction lines. And let's make that like, I don't know, 2.8-ish, so that we can just directly thread them in. Either plastites or real M3s. add some fillets, because fillets are nice. Ah, heck. Two. Or 3. Let's do 3. Okay, let's extrude these out. And then I think we can queue up some prints. Although, let's also, yeah, let's take these guys and, like, just do that. Offset this by, like, 1. And then we can make that kind of fleshy-flush, I guess. And then we can do the same thing on the other side. Project you, offset you by like 1. And then extrude up to here. Did not want those to join though. Or at least a no. Nope, I think they joined in the way that I didn't want them to join. Oh, they have been joined in a way that I didn't want them to join. Okay, so it's separate here. Separate here. Separate. This is where they join. So we don't want that one to join it. Okay, I guess that kind of preserves the other ones. Okay, let's project that. Project that. Offset this by 1. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. -1. Yeah. Oh wait, that means that I may have done it wrong the other way too. Let's actually just sketch both of these. And then offset from here. There we go. Okay. That makes more sense. Cool. Okay, and then this half here. Let's have that go up to here. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go pee real quick again. Okay, I'm back, and I did indeed wash my hands. Okay, so we have the whole, like, spool thingy. And we have a way for a thumb screw to do a thumb screw thing that is keyed in. Let me just check. Okay, so that's top half. That's the sensor side. That is the outer part, I guess. That's the bottom part of that. And that is that part. Okay, I think this is printable. Is that printable? Probably. You can figure it out if it's not. Okay, so I think we have a proper spool dispenser thing that can take a encoder. Oh no, we have to cut out the bits for the what's it called? For the pinouts. Which I think will be easy because it's basically just the tangent of those sides. So let's do that. Okay, so what is the widest that these holes are apart? Oh, well, it's actually a little off-center, so we can't rely on that. So let's just go with, like, 12.5, I guess. Okay, is this working? Yeah, that's working. Okay, it looks like that the first microphone ran out, so here's a second microphone. And I need to find the little, poofy thing. There's a poofy thing. Okay. Yeah, hopefully my, normal microphone will get here, very soon, because it lasts longer, but yeah. Okay, well, next time I'm gonna keep working on the Cradle of Pilth. Looks like we're just waiting on 3D prints, and no one wants to watch me 3D print for a long time, so, yeah, we're just gonna let that keep going. I don't know. I have literally nothing to do over the next few days, so I might actually just stream over the next few days, if that's okay. Because I want to get this Cradle of Pilth finished, because it's a very important function. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been fun as always. I like to share my projects and what I'm doing. I'm gonna go log off so I can eat chicken nuggets and rice and other things that I put in the air fryer and the rice cooker. But okay, well, thank you for tuning in. I'll be back again at some time eventually. Bye-bye. I'm gonna find someone to raid.